Hey friends, this is the Ms. Volvi from our half-acre homestead, and I've decided to make a leftover makeover dessert. What am I going to call it? A peach possum. Now let's do a leftover makeover dessert too. Remember those big beautiful jars of peaches? We had some with whipped cream last night. Well, now we're going to have a bit of a cobbler. Not real traditional cobbler, just something easy. Our self-rising flour, just because I need to use it up. And I'm going to liberally butter. Yes, folks, I'm using butter. Sue me. I didn't make spreadable butter just because I haven't had a chance this week because we've been busy. You want this liberally spread with butter. And I'm going to fish out these peaches, what's left of them. And look at the size of that jar. It's a storage jar if I ever saw one, eh? And I'm not going to add all this syrup. A, I can use that in another dessert somewhere. And B, is that everything? So I'm just going to add probably, I don't know, a half a cup of the syrup in there. And then I'm going to go over to my blender and I'm going to grind it. There is our peach puree. And I'm going to pour this all into the bottom of this lovely cake dish. Now I'm going to keep this really simple. I'm going to make this like a drop biscuit dough. I'm just going to put a cup of flour in there. Cup and a bit. Full cup of self-rising flour. I'm still going to add a little bit of baking powder, about half a teaspoon. Set up. Angie brought this monk fruit sugar, and I haven't filled my sugar jar, so I'm going to put half a cup of sugar right in there. You use whatever you want. Angie's brought this monk fruit sugar, and I'm sure there's enough sugar in that peach puree to not have to worry about it being overly sweet. Now we're going to take, I don't know, 3 tablespoons of butter. We're just going to cut this all in here like this. Rub it all in there. That's what I found out rubbing meant. Not kneading, but it's, you know, cutting in the pastry flour, if you will, but with your hands. All right, just a wee little bit of cinnamon, just like that, little, and I mean like less than a half a teaspoon. And now I'm going to take some milk. Start slow. You don't want to depend on measurements. We're just going to take a little milk and bring it up to almost like a dumpling. It's still a little dry. Add a little more. You could use oil and milk like you would for a dumpling recipe. Yeah, I believe that's just about right. Now we're just going to take 2 spoons and we're just going to start dropping little bits of this kind of sweet tea biscuit dough all over. Remember, it will rise. Do it evenly at first and then start filling in the holes. See why I say this is not a traditional cobbler? It's not like a cake batter poured on top. You want to fill in the biggest holes so that when things rise, they kind of move together, but you have holes for the stuff to bubble up. And that's going into a 375-degree oven for 20 minutes. All right, let's look at our dessert. Oh, look at that! That is indescribably beautiful. Peach Possum, because it's playing possum. It thinks it's a cobbler. Yep. Get a little close up on that bubbling peach juice there. Yeah, Gracie, you ain't getting none of this. Possum peach cobbler. I'm gonna give Daddy a little piece. All right, let's do a little bit of whipped cream on there. See what Papa has to say. This is Possum peach cobbler.
Oh. I don't taste no possum.
It means Possum peach cobbler because it's trying to pass itself off as a peach cobbler.
Good.
Okay, do you want a piece in your lunch?
Yes, please.
But no whipped cream on your lunch.
Correct.
Okay, love you.
You too.
This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying it ain't peach cobbler. It's Possum peach cobbler, a leftover makeover dessert. Take care. God bless.